someone is kind-hearted enough to help us. That's the scenario we're in right this second. And I'm in that scenario more than I want to be. I don't like being in it. I wouldn't have been in it if they would have just left us alone to begin with. We would have been geared up to listen, 30 hours each at McDonald's by now if they'd have left us alone. That'd have been 60 hours a week. That'd have been the room covered and gas and not having to ask anybody for anything. But they had to mess with it till it was gone. That's why this next time, if I don't know you, like real life know you, have known you for a long time, you're not going to know where I'm going to work at. So, but yeah. So it's just one of them situations where we want out of it. We're trying to get out of it. We would have been out of it. But they decided that, they got a job, but now we're not making content off of them. We're not making our money on the back end of their lives and stuff. And we're not getting gifts. I agree with you. I said it there at the end, but I jumped off and jumped back on. I was hoping you'd get back on. I wouldn't say anything bad towards you. Like I said, I know a girl who got it because her allergies are too extreme for her to leave the house, but yet she goes everywhere she wants to go. But she got her full disability, good insurance, full disability, and then you have people who work the system and get it for, like you're saying there, their toe hurt. They work the system and get it, and then the people who truly need it can't get it because I guess they don't know how to work the system as good as the people who got it for minor reasons. Her seizures are, say, 70% controlled with meds. She tried the edibles and it did good. We just, Tennessee, we can't really go and get them over in Missouri all the time. But Joy, you're right. People on here, and that's exactly what they do with us. They fuss, oh, you don't have a job. Then we both got jobs. And I didn't want her working at all. We both got jobs, and then they're not on as much. They're not asking for anything. So we've got to do something here. And God, Ashley, that's wild. Calling into where we work, making up stories. One of them was I was in the parking lot in my uniform begging for money after a shift. And on the day that they told them that they seen me out there doing that after my shift, I wasn't even working. The time they gave them a time and everything. And I was at the gym. Wasn't even scheduled to work that day. Angela was at work. Then they called in and said that she was begging people in the lobby, and then they started putting stuff up on Facebook about us. So yeah. Okay, you get you some rest. You text me if you need me. I'll check on you here in a little while. But yeah. And if they just left us alone, we wouldn't be in this scenario right now, because we'd have a paycheck coming in every week. So, but they put, oh no, he didn't. That didn't happen. That wasn't what happened. He called off too many times. He called in to me. I never called in. I couldn't afford to call in at the time. I wasn't getting very many hours. Well, Nanny, you need to talk to Ron, RoboCop, because he's had his knee replaced here recently. He is still dealing with it. He can tell you about that for sure. I understand being a scaredy cat. I was a scaredy cat when I had to get my hernia fixed. It's like to the point where I rescheduled my appointment twice, and so it just got to the point where. Well, it ruptured one night at work, and I thought I was going to become unalive from losing too much of my red coolant. So I've learned that it's best not to put it off if you if you have that option. But RoboCop 43 can give you all kind of advice on the knee for sure. I've been lucky and have not had to have mine redone. I was at work one night and mine ruptured, and it was bad. Like, they had to call 911, get me up to the hospital. Like, I was leaking through my belly button. I don't know if I can say the technical terms on here. My red Kool-Aid was leaking through my belly button, and I had put it off, and it was to the point to where it couldn't be put off, and yeah, I've never had to have it redone, luckily. Not saying I never will, but so far I've been good on that. Do y'all know what caused y'all's? Because I know I can pinpoint exactly when mine happened. Jeez, Ashley, you're the $6 million woman. I don't know if you're even old enough to know that show reference. $6 million man. I remember I was sitting in the parking lot at NSK, a job I was at the time, on lunch, because every day for lunch I'd go out to the car because it just broke the day up for me. And like sitting inside the factory longer than I had to. And I sneezed. And when I sneezed, I had just the absolute worst pain in my stomach, like right in the lower right corner. And I remember thinking, oh crap, something's wrong here, something's wrong. And I got out of the car, I was doubled over in pain, and I was like, this woman I work with named Melinda, I said, if I can make it to her car, I'm going to get her to give me help. And I took a few steps and the pain went away. And I was like, oh, okay. Maybe it was just a cramp. And that's how I played it off. And then didn't have any more issues out of it. Got out of the shower one day, and Angela looked at my belly button, and she was like, what's going on with your belly button? And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, you don't have one. You've got an outie now. And that's when I found out I had the hernia. I was healed up in 6 weeks and back to work. Sounds like we have a lot of lucky people in here about surviving accidents and stuff. Y'all look at that wall for a second. Oh, my legs are sore. For some reason, my water pill is working on me now. Sorry about that, guys. Had to use the restroom. Good grief. I took my water pill about 2 o'clock this afternoon, and it's just now really starting to kick in. Like, I took it late, but man. So I know we're having good conversation and everything, guys, but the whole point of the live right now is hoping to get a little help on what we're short for the room for tomorrow. We are short $30. If anybody could help with anything towards that, it would be appreciated. It's kind of I get lost in conversation too. Like, I enjoy having conversation with people. I'm getting sleepy though. So anybody could help with anything towards the room, it would be appreciated. We're not far away from having all of it. I'm doing some math in my head. I think we might be by 11 in the morning is our checkout. I'm sorry, that yawn came out of nowhere. It's like my water pills hitting me and the yawns have hit me. He's pretty good about giving you a little extra time if you're close to having it. I'm trying to sit here in my head and figure out how much I actually do have. So I think my math might be a little wrong. It ain't gonna be much. Okay. So, yeah, 30. 30 is actually correct. Like, y'all can really see the gears spinning in my head trying to figure that out. And that's using some of my overdrafts on my card. So, it's not the ideal situation, but it's there. I'm going to use it. And, like I said, hopefully hopefully between now and then someone helps us out with the 30 we're short. Any part of it, $5, $10 of it, anything helps, guys. Anything helps at all. You can't, that's fine too. Still stick around and talk. We do a lot of talking in this group. I look forward to the day when that's all it is. I really do. But we just come on here in our spare time and talk and cut up like we used to. Maybe do some battles and not have to worry about the room and the hate. You're always going to get the hate, but I'm talking about from the groups. It's like I look forward to the day where they leave us alone. Damn. Let me throw another yawn out there for Boss Lady. That one was just for you. But last night I actually slept decent, which I hardly ever sleep. But last night I slept good. Slept through 3 different alarms this morning. So yeah, I didn't mean to kill the chat vibe, guys. I was just throwing it out there. We was talking, having a good time, but I needed to kind of remind myself why I'm here right now. But we can talk again, guys. We ain't got to just be quiet again. We can talk, cut up. So you're fine, Nanny. Hey, Jamie, welcome back to you too. I had to come back as private so people would leave us alone. All right, Ron, you get you some rest. Dinner was pretty good. It was pretty good. I thought you was going to bed, Ron. Did I misread that? Oh, you said nightcap, probably. It said I'm won't have me a night 2 or 2. Ron's gonna put on his night 2. I'm just playing. So I pictured that in my head, Ron. I'll tell you, I really did. Pictured you right then in a 2. It was yellow though. Exactly, Mama Medea. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? From where I can stay on it and stay stricter on it, I can tell the difference. But I haven't been just straight true to it because of sometimes it's like, hey, I just gotta go a little bit cheaper on the lunches, so I still buy ramen noodles, but I have cut back a lot of that. I've cut out a lot of my sugar. I'm saying that as I'm looking at a glass of sweet tea that I shouldn't be drinking. So it's doing good. I want to dive more into it, and see how it goes. But I can tell the difference when I'm stricter on it. Groceries are expensive. Now, Tamara, she comes in here and she usually goes to bed early and everything because she gets up and goes to work out. She's been doing it and she's been very strict on it. And she's lost a lot of weight on it. And pretty sure she's probably gained quite a bit of strength in the gym too. Groceries are too expensive. It's like, went to Walmart the other day and it was a couple bags of groceries was like $40. So I was just like, you know what? It's got to be some noodles and stuff. I can't just. And we get EBT, and that's the only reason we haven't been struggling with food. You know. So praise the Lord for that. But yeah. They are. It's gotten to the point to where we used to get, well, we still get the 5 for $25 deal at Save-A-Lot, but they have taken their hamburger meat completely out of it, and because they can't keep it in there, can't afford it anymore, not for that price. And then, they used to have a pack of pre-patted hamburger patties that was $8 for $10. I had to think of the price. And now they are $6 for $10. So you can just see the prices. And it's just hamburger meat, guys. That's why we buy this 5 for $25, and it's got like the pork steaks in it and a pack of pork chops, 5 or 6 pork chops in it. And it's like, heaven forbid you want but she looked at Kroger's tonight. She went in to get something else to drink, and their pack of 8 hamburger patties didn't go down in size; they just went up in price. It was like $10 now, they're $12. That would be pretty. That would be pretty nice, though. We have the Tyson processing plant up the road from here, but it's sausage there, and the other one's a little bit down the road. They do chicken and chicken nuggets and stuff like that. And it's only going to get worse. It's like nothing's gotten better. It's like nothing has gotten better. Gas prices hasn't gotten better. Food prices hasn't gotten better. Housing hasn't gotten better. Everything is still so damn expensive. Man, that would be crazy. 40 pounds of hamburger ground beef for $20. I'd be all over that deal. 430. It's. I just looked at it a while ago, and it's $2.94 here. Gas in California is $4.39 where she's at. You hear me?
That's crazy.
There was a guy the other night telling me in Walmart, and he's like, I tell you what they're doing with some of this meat. He's like, they're marking it down at the end of the shift, and then the workers are taking it. And I was like, well, they just can't do that. That's what I'm thinking in my head. And he's like, have you noticed the meat that's close to expiration date that's just up here? I was like, yeah, I do kind of see some that, looks a little rougher than it should on the shelf. He's like, yeah, they got the yellow tag. Well, they'll put the yellow tags on it for cheaper than that at the end of the night, and the workers will get it. And I'm just like, I don't blame them. I don't blame them. It's like, if you've got that opportunity to get something like that for your family a little bit cheaper, you've got to take it, right? $3.66. It was like $2.56 here the other day, and then like all of a sudden, bam, $2.94. Like, it's insane. The question is that filling. Was that Ron? Oh, is it stilling? I wouldn't think so, because they're going to have to mark it down again anyway. So they're not marking it down without approval from their supervisors to mark it down. They're just going out there later than they should mark it down and taking advantage of it before anybody else could. So, bought in 1998. I was graduating high school in 1998. Yeah, I don't think it's. Wouldn't consider it stealing. I would just taking advantage of a situation that they can. Wasn't 1976? No, I think it was 1979 was the year in Dazed and Confused. I may be wrong. It was one of them two. Your vintage. You don't want to say what year you graduated? Yeah. 1980, 1976. Right now, Ron's winning with 1976. Dusty. 1984. Well, y'all put some 4-year gaps in there, didn't y'all? 1976 is the year then, and Dazed and Confused, because they was talking about the bicentennial for the 4th of July. Did it? So, yeah. So we got 76, 80, and 84. And 98. Let's see, I wasn't born when Ron was graduated. I was about 5 or 6 months old when Nana graduated. I was around 4 years old when California Girl graduated. And I was 22 years old when Boss Lady graduated. I'd been married for a year when you graduated. I've been wrestling for 6 years in 2002. I don't know why that math I had to do it just then. It's about right. Oh, Lord God, I'm getting sleepy. It's only 10 o'clock. No, we did not get the room cover for tomorrow. We are still $30 short. Any help would be appreciated towards that. So we got quite a bit of it covered, but still needing. And I'm covering some of that out of my overdraft, so. And then the next day or two, I'll have to worry about how to come up with gas and all that stuff. But, that's a different worry for a different day, right? The rest of the week, if it was paid out by the day, would be, what is tomorrow? Wednesday? It'd be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It'd be 5 days. It would be $325. But for 7 days, is $350. And you can pay 7 days at any time. You can go up there at any time of the week and pay for a week. But yeah, so $325 if you just paid out till Sunday. Actually, it'll be Monday morning checkout. That would be the rest of this week, or $350 for 7 days, which would bring it back around till next Tuesday? Yeah. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. Or $65 for the day. Or just $30 is what we have left to come up with for a day. Yeah. Get me doing math at 10 o'clock at night. It would be awesome to have the rest of the week covered, or a week covered, or just having tomorrow covered would be awesome in my book. It's a lot more peaceful in here when I go private. We don't have the ones making up fake names popping in, because they can't. Yep. Of them, but I'm having a hard enough time to get one person to help me with 30 or anything for the 35, 10, $6, $2. I don't. So yeah, they was trying to crash the. I don't know if this. I honestly don't know if this is awareness or just somebody who does it. I don't know, but they'll send a bunch of bots in here to crowd the chat. Say a bunch of stuff that's nonsense, and then all leave at the same time, and it makes the chat looks like it's fake. and TikTok will start restricting. I don't know if it's the awareness group doing that. It's where I like to point the finger to, but I don't have 100% proof that it is them doing that. Because it kind of only happens at night. So if it's one of them doing it, then they only are free at night. But anyway, I digress. Row 64, that's a great idea, but like I said, I'd take 30 people sending me $1 right now to help out, But it's yeah, if I'm on here, I'm getting streamed. I know. I know. It's just, I could turn this on and aim it towards that wall and run all day long on that wall, and they would watch it, stream it. Did I see Silver Foxy pop in for a second? I don't understand it either. They do it, and then if anybody ever attempts to help, they want to attack them and go after them and bombard them with DMs and text and reasons why not to. And here lately, they've been coming up with some pretty tall tales. So, I don't know. I thought I seen Silver Foxy jump in. I was going to ask how she was doing, but I don't guess I did. I guess that was this. I don't know. Oh, yeah, there you are. How are you doing? I know you wasn't feeling too well earlier. Well, you need to rest, and if you're still dizzy and your blood pressure is still low. Hey, Donna, you need to get you some rest. Yeah, Jennifer, I seen you pop in a while ago, and I was going to wait for you to say hi because I didn't know. I knew you was going to be here just listening. But I was going to wait for you to say something because your situation and everything. Yeah, you need to, both of you, Jennifer and Silver Foxy, y'all need to get y'all some rest. Why? Imagine Carrie's out of it. She told me earlier she was fighting sleep, which I know she needs some rest too. Both of y'all need some rest. That's sweet of you, Pittsburgh girl. That is very sweet of you. Thank you, Jennifer. Me too on that. We're very close, so I think we will. Between now and in the morning. I will start yawning. I've already been yawning. What am I talking about? Start. See, this one's been on for 43 minutes. I will be back on in the morning. Probably early, trying to get everything lined up, hopefully, between now and then. we get the help we need. And yeah. And you probably need to be asleep yourself and not worrying about being on here. But you grown, so I can't tell you that. That's just my opinion. But you grown, you gonna do what you know what you want to do. So I don't have any mods in here right now, but we're on private, and it's not been bad since we went on private. There ain't been nobody can pop in unexpectedly with a fake account, and everybody's been really polite since we've been. I can mod it myself now. It's okay right now. Kim, we have one woman shelter here. When they have the staff to run, they're open. Yeah, I'm sure Silver Fox, you go get you some rest. I got this. I probably won't be on much longer anyway. I've got to go take my meds. And so you have a good night also. Probably gonna go ahead and wash up these dishes. I knew what you meant. It's been a reading autocorrect type night. So good. Get you some rest. We'll see you in the sunlight. Right now, it's not that bad. I can mod it myself. It is crazy, Kim. I'll be washing some dishes in the background. I'll go ahead and get these washed up before we go to bed. Hey, Faye, how are you doing? Thank you for the heart me. Appreciate that. We'll go wash up these dishes from supper. We don't have a kitchen in here. We have a little spot that's by the sink that is not in the bathroom. Our sink's not in the bathroom, so we have this little spot where we can set up and cook and all that good stuff. So I wish we had a kitchen in here to cook on a little hot plate and an air fryer. So, and we just recently got a crock pot. This will come in handy. So everybody always kind of rags me because I cook sitting down in here, but I'm 6'4", guys. Freezing cold, drinking a milkshake. That's the perfect time to drink milkshakes when you're cold. That's when I love ice cream the most. Yeah, I'm 6'4", and this counter is short. So if I don't sit down when I'm cooking at below crotch level. So I get a lot of backlash because I'm sitting while I'm cooking, but that's why. Everything washed up. The hot plate with a skillet and the air fryers for us. Microwave Anything else? We don't deep fry. We don't have a deep fryer. Even when we had our own place and was doing good, we didn't have a deep fryer. We've never deep fried too much. What are we saying wow about, Kim? You don't mind me asking? I didn't think anything was... Oh, okay. I didn't know when you said that because I wasn't looking. Yeah, I'm 6'4". The wife's 5'5". So, we're right there side by side. And hi, see my little shorty boo. You my short boo? These seats are short. They're just right above my kneecaps. Like, really. Like, if I stood up, and I've got my tripod extended up, if I stood up, it would be at crotch level. Yeah. I hope she does. I'll fight the devil himself to make her feel safe. I need to take that garbage out tonight. So, dishes are done. It don't take a whole lot to do the dishes. Put my Crocs on here in a minute and take some trash out. Not real Crocs. I got the frocks. I try, Kim. I really do.
What?
Be a great man even in hard days. I mean, some people have to sit down and do their dishes and stuff because, like you said, back surgeries and stuff. This is way too low for me to sit here and try to cook at. So I just sat down. But you would think that's something horrible. So. But they gotta have something to complain about, right? Thank you, Kim. I tell you, life has been full of hard days the last year. Don't seem like it's letting up any. It's good times, though. There's some good times in there. It's not all bad. It all can't be bad, right? Sometimes we just got to endure the bad to get to the good. And we got to remember that the good's coming. Yeah, Jennifer, I feel you on that one. Jennifer, I didn't realize you were so tall the other night. Oh. So, but my dad was 5'6", 5'5" or 5'6", one of the two, and I would put like his favorite dishes on the top shelf just to aggravate him when I was a teenager. So. I tell you, I don't think I've ever said I wished I was short. So I always hear people go, man, I wish I was tall. From Mississippi, we're from Tennessee. But I don't think I've ever heard a tall person go, man, I wish I was short. I've seen some extremely tall people be like, man, I wish I was average height. Like I got a buddy I wrestle with, he's like 6'9". And when he walks in the rooms, like he just can't walk into the room and not be noticed. Or like someone of an average height isn't really noticed. That's the problem right there. Good Lord. Trying to find pants that fit. He has to order all his. I've got a 32-inch inseam, and a lot of stores stop at 30. So it's rough finding them. And then if you're too short, you can't find them short enough. I remember my dad's always had to get his pants hemmed. Did you ever have to get pants hemmed when you was a kid?
Yeah, a couple times.
I had some hemmed, but only because at one point I was growing out more than I was growing up. And the only way to get the pants to fit my waist, I had to get them longer, so they put a loose hem in them. That way, when I grew taller, they could take the hem out and my pants would be normal. And then you got that line around the bottom that, yeah. So, Jennifer, your mama was tall, and your daddy's short, I'm guessing. Well, they both could be short. I'm just guessing it was that way. That's how it was in my household. My mom was tall, and my daddy was short. But my daddy still is short. My mom was tall. She was 6 foot. So that's how it's. My dad was my mom was 6 foot tall. My dad was 5'6" or 5'5". And she was 6 foot. And now I'm officially the shortest one on her side of the family. So, and I'm 6'4", and I get, when we used to go to the family reunions when they all got together back when families did that stuff, I got made fun of for being the short one at 6'4". The other night when you said that, Jennifer, my mind was, I was like, wow, I did it. For some reason, I didn't picture you as being tall. I think I said as weighing tall because I was reading how much you weigh. You weigh really tall. Can you hear that? Maybe you got the TV on over there?
Mm-hmm.
You got the TV on?
Mm-hmm.
What you watching on silent?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't need the volume up, do you? Which episode is it?
When they get the housekeeper, and I think she just, if I remember right, she's like,
She put the voodoo on?
yeah.
Yep. Got some heavy bones. I do too. It's all bones. I'm big boned. I mean, that can't be too bad. 170 pounds? That can't be too bad. Like, what does society say a 6 foot tall woman should weigh? I don't know, they say a 6'4" tall man should be like 210. I blew that away a long time ago. I guess Ron's nightcaps capped him out. I ain't seen a comment from him in a while. We think he's gonna have a nightcap or two, and I ain't seen him in a minute. I wouldn't think 170 pounds on 6 foot tall would be that big. Hey, that's a good thing though, never getting hand-me-downs. I got lucky, I was the only child, so there wasn't any hand-me-downs to get. But we did grow up really poor. Or we was poor. I didn't realize it. That's how great of a job my mom and dad did about kind of hiding it. Like I got thrift store clothes and yard sale clothes. I remember that. But I didn't have hand-me-downs because I was the only child, so it's got someone else's hand-me-downs. Mama B, see, that don't even sound bad to me either. It's like the stigmata of weight and size that society puts on stuff is just insane to me. I think if you're happy, then it really doesn't matter, right? Even if you're overweight, if you're happy, doesn't matter. Now, I'm not talking about like stuff you see on Doctor Now and stuff like that. You know, I'm just talking about like 5'5", 182. That does not seem big to me at all. You know, I feel like if you want to lose some weight, you lose it for yourself, and not because society tells you you've got to be a certain way. And I've said that a lot, haven't I? Mm-hmm. Are you on my side of the bed?
Well, look on the shade.
Oh, okay. You look like you're just on. I'm going to tell you something. I used to watch it. That's what I'm saying. Like these people always, and even myself, my weight has affected my health, and I notice that, and I'm trying to do things about it. I'm not doing everything I could. I could be doing a lot more, but it's okay. Joy, will you check your messages? Joy sent us a message. Joy, Angela's going to check that on hers, on her phone. I can understand it may be in that file for new messages. I had to drag that daggone puzzle piece over there to fit, and I kept missing the box. Joy, she's looking.
Yeah, I look, but I don't know. Pause that.
Hang on 1 second. 1 second. Okay, I had to tell her something for Joy. Yeah, I sit there and I watch these 600-pound life episodes and everything, and I'm like, how the hell can they get that big? And then I had to realize that I was on that trajectory because I was sitting there and I was stress eating, and I was not stressing, I was depressed eating. So I was like, whoa. So we got pretty steady in the gym, and I lost from 419 down to 368. We ended up having to come to the hotel. Depression hit me again, and I went from 368 up to 439. And I quickly understand how they can get that way. I just don't understand how they can afford to eat out like they do. Hey, Tanya. But losing baby weight compared to like the weight I'm trying to lose, I know it's hard both ways, but it's like you gained that weight out of something that was so much more enjoyable. You know, having a child. You know, I don't think anybody should judge anybody who's put on baby weight. Y'all did something wonderful. Y'all brought a life into this world, and it's just my opinion. You know, I got depressed and try to cure it with food. You know, it's horrible. There is a magical reason to be having a few extra pounds. I'm sure it's just a few. And like I said, I can only see your face because I haven't looked at your profile, but I'm sure you look just fine. And if you want to lose the weight, lose it for yourself, not because society makes you think you have to. And when you think you look good, man, that's how far you need to go, right? When you feel good and think you look good, there ain't no sense in going, well, I'm just using the numbers for example. Man, I went from 382 my bad, you're not 382. I went from 182 to 160, and I look really good, but society says I should be 125. But I feel really good at 160. I look really good at 160. Then stay at 160 and be happy. You know, I have no thoughts in my head that I'll ever be 210 pounds because that's what society says I should weigh. 210 at 6'4". I think that's what it was. Last time I looked, it was somewhere in that area. Maybe 240. Exactly, Jennifer. Couldn't agree more. I hate when people are like, well, I've got to lose the weight because summertime's coming up and I'm going to look good in a bikini. Who cares? Rock it anyway, right? There you go, Mama B. There you go. Hey, Jenny. Too many people are just on society stuff. Exactly, Steeler. Exactly. So many people are on this. Society says I have to look this way, so I should. And I hate that. Joy, she sent you a message back.
Yeah, I'm talking to her now.
Okay. She didn't tell me y'all was talking.
Just say yes.
Yes.
What?
Oh, he told me just to say yes. Y'all see how much she's got me trained?
Pause it.
Let me pause. Let me pause. Let me pause real quick. Yes. Y'all see how good she got me trained? She went, just say yes. And I went, yes. I didn't ask why I was saying yes. I didn't ask who I was saying yes to. She just went, just say yes. 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 You know, and then the other night, Jennifer, I toasted the buns. I seen that comment. She has me trained very well. She told me the other day that the reason she ain't traded me in yet is because she just doesn't have the energy to train another one. So she said she'd keep me. And I appreciated that. And so we have our moments, though. We have our moments.
I wouldn't trade you for the world with them.
All good men are trained. Hey, she's trained too, though. I don't. And we cut up about that, but it's if you care about the person you're with, it's really not being trained. It's just about being there, right? It's about being there for that person. And hey, I'm gonna tell y'all the moment though that I knew that I was being trained. I'm laying in bed and I love it cold. Thermostat 61 degrees right now with a fan on. Well, I'm laying in bed one night. She's laying there with me. We're watching TV, and this is back. We was 24, 25 years old. We're sitting there and everything, and we're watching a movie, and she goes, I'm cold. Now, I wasn't. I was comfortable. I was loving it. I just had shorts on. I was loving it. And when she went, I'm cold, I got up out of bed, uncovered, put on my slides, went and turned the air conditioner up to 66. And about midway back from the walk from the air conditioner, I went, wait a minute. I wasn't cold. Why the hell am I turning the air conditioner up? And I get back in there, she goes, thank you. But I was just like, I wasn't even cold though. That's when I realized. But exactly, Jennifer, when you've been with someone for so long, it's just normal. She'll ask me to do stuff for her and I'll do it. I'll ask her to do stuff for me and she'll fuss at me, but she'll do it. I tell you though, there's one thing I wish I could change about her. And that's when I'm almost done doing dishes. She'll bring one dirty dish in and set it in the sink. Huh?
I'll bring something. What'd you say?
I said the one thing I'd change about you
What's that?
is when I'm doing dishes and you come in here and stick one more dirty thing in the sink. Steelers girl, how long have y'all been together? What's up, James? But I tell you, there's days where hope that kind of pushed some air and stuff around. Hey, Regina. Joy says that she wishes her husband would do the dishes. He says this is a woman's job and she just wants to throw them at him. Well, there you go. You throw the dishes at them, and if they break, then it's the man's job to buy more, right? We usually do this thing, when we had our house, this is how it was. Whoever cooked didn't do dishes. And even when I cooked, I clean as I cook. So it was kind of like the situation of, hey, Mona, of, okay, once we get done eating, we really have what we're getting the food out of, and then the plates we used. Hey, Sally, doing pretty good. How about yourself? If she cooked, I do dishes. If I cook, she does dishes. But here, it's kind of like I'm sitting here talking to you guys. There's a couple plates in the sink from supper. I might as well just knock them out, right? She can tell when I get really upset about something because I clean. She came home one night. I don't know where she went. Honestly, I don't. She came home and the whole house was clean. She's like, oh, who pissed you off tonight? Ain't nobody. I just got bored and cleaned house. I mean, I deep cleaned that night. Like, I deep cleaned, mopped the floor. I vacuumed the couch. See, Jelly Bean Trucker, Angela do dishes, but she will wait till I'm done to bring a dish in here and set it down and be like, well, I didn't want to bother you. Keep looking back at her, making sure she ain't gonna throw nothing at me.
My head's killing me, baby.
No, baby. She said her head's hurting her. So I think we're gonna close the live on that cue. Jelly Bean Trucker, me too. That's the one thing I would change about her is that. So we're going to end the live. We'll turn out all the lights, get it nice and cold in here. Put the fur baby up in the bed so she can cuddle her mother. And hey, there ain't nothing wrong with paper plates. Nothing wrong with them.
My jaw's tightening up.
So, but guys, I'm getting off here, and I will see everybody. I'll catch y'all down the road. Y'all have a good night.